Hello, stranger.
Hello. It's been a while.
What are you doing here? Well, what are we doing here more often? It's been 6 months since we uploaded anything. New house!
New place. We've moved into a new place.
And it took ages.
It took a while to get sorted, so...
That's why there's been a hellish delay.
And
also, it's not been a particularly smooth ride either. We have some pretty shit downstairs neighbours and, you know...
But don't tell anyone. Just between us and you guys.
Fair enough. Yeah, they're shit. I'm not afraid to say it.
Speaking of shit, do you wanna tell everyone?
I don't know how many of you follow specific ad agencies on Facebook, but I follow Think Road Safety. Now, I know a lot of you know me as one of the biggest cynics of Think Road Safety's campaigns. Do I need to mention a specific one with a barman and Adrian Schiller as said barman and a very vague premise?
I think. Well, tell you what. We'll play the video. But before we do that, I guess we should try and explain what it is.
I can't even explain what it is, though. That's kind of the thing.
It's like a promo, like a teaser for some upcoming campaign that Think are going to do. But we're not really, we can't say much more than that. So
I have a theory of what it could be.
Yeah.
But that will come after this. So feast your eyes on the teaser for this Pink Kitten campaign. So 3, 2, 1.
Well, that was
It's not the best, is it? It's just a whole load of noise over pretty much nothing, really. To be honest with you, do you think PIFs even really need hype train things like this? Like, it feels like a cheap social media tactic that they're using, but they're not even using it well.
I blame Cloverfield.
Really?
Because they started the whole thing where they just have a trailer or a teaser for something.
And it would be ambiguous to the point where you go like,
zero information, no sense of what it is, just, oh my god, what the heck's this monster stroke pink kitten? And that's all you get. And I think that's what they're trying to do. They're trying to artificially create hype with this thing. But the problem is,
it's not the way to go about it, though, is it?
It doesn't work because they've got this fucking, like, they've got the juddery text, which makes you think, ooh, this is going to be edgy. And it's just got this cute, like...
cute little pink clip art. Microsoft
cheapy
98 little...
pink kitten. And it's like, oh man, like, I hope this is...
But the actual medium of PIFs, have they ever really needed a hype campaign behind them? Because their sole purpose is to create, like, a little capsulated thing that provides shock value or comedy value. It's a piece in itself. It's not actually something that... It's not, like, as big as a movie. Like, you're hyping something up that's going to be maybe max about 2 minutes long.
Well, you know, I mean, you're more clued in on this stuff than I am. Has there ever been a multi-part PIF?
Yes, there's been quite a few. The one that springs to mind as multi-part is the kind of in the same vein. It's a you're going to no. It's kind of like today he got away with it. Like you'll see, it was broadcast. It was actually broadcast over a week, and I think it was back in the 90s. It would have been something. I think I remember it, but you know how PIFs create kind of false memories. But it was just like a guy going about his everyday life, and then he gets in a car and drives down this road, and you see a woman going about her everyday life, and she walks because she's a pedestrian, and she walks down the road he goes past. So like for the first 2 days, like his car goes past and she goes past, and it's like it just comes up with a black screen. It says today he got away with it, and then obviously on the last one he doesn't. Yeah, he doesn't get away with it.
I'm a ghost. You killed me, etc., etc.
It doesn't go that far, but
no. But this one is I was asking because this one is leading up to some. They've probably got something coming out that is going to be something. I would hope Pink Kitten related. And I don't know if that means it's going to be some kitschy animation where it's a pink kitten crossing the road.
No,
which would be ridiculous.
I don't even think it'll be that. I think it's a lot more subtle than that because the clue is kind of one look away and you'll miss it, just a glance away and you'll miss it. I think it's to do with looking out for bikes or other vulnerable road users and like maybe because it's one they did in the past where they did the basketball game and there was someone in a chicken costume came on and it was like, oh, did you not notice the chicken?
Yeah.
So I think it's that kind of tactic, but why wouldn't they just rerun the chicken advert? Because, it works.
I don't get why.
Why do they need to flog a dead pink kitten?
I was going to say, I don't get why they wouldn't just put out one good video rather than a series of weird hype videos. But I do know why. Because they've had the funding cut. And probably it's cheaper to come up with this kind of hype building, clickbaity kind of stuff, and then have something disappointing at the end than it is to have...
I suppose they don't really get broadcast on TV anymore, so maybe they're relying on the crutch of social media for people to kind of go, oh my god, let's
The problem is millennials and kids these days...
kids these days. Are you 80? What?
I'm only in my
We've
20s.
officially reached that stage, people. I'm only 25 and we've officially reached that stage.
But people who use social media, and you can attest to this if you are a user of it, that you're usually quite clued into this kind of stuff. You're not just going to see a video and go, oh, what's the pink kitten? I'll click on it. Usually you just go, Like it has there has to be some production value behind it. Otherwise, you're just gonna go, that doesn't look.
But there's
right.
zero production value to this. It looks like something that an intern coughed up in 5 minutes on After Effects with a clip art photo.
It stinks of something like.
I feel like they need to hire better marketing people because this just.
It feels like they sat down in a meeting, and I can imagine this because I work in an office. I can imagine them sitting around in like a grey, featureless boardroom and going, right, well, we need to come up
with the kids.
What the kids use social media, and how about a campaign, but it only hints at something and then builds into something else. What would you do? Oh, an animal, follow the rabbit, and pink kitten, clip art, media royalty free, picture of a kitten. That doesn't look intimidating or interesting in any sort of way. If it was a creepy kitten... You
know what? The only way that they could redeem this is if they make this, like, some completely fucking super gory thing. Like, they follow this pink kitten, and it's like, oh, look at a pink kitten! Boom! Road,
I'm going to
death.
call... Here's my prediction, because this is great, because this is perfect, because we can now make predictions about what we think it's going to end up being. I think what it's going to be is, instead of being a cartoon kitten, it's going to be a little girl with some kind of pink kitten related clothing, and then she is going to cross the road and get hit by something, or it'll be
that would be good though.
Or it'll be a woman riding a bike with
a pink kitten on a helmet or
something like that, and then she gets hit by it. So that's my guess. That would be if they did the bare minimum of what you'd expect them to do with that premise. However, judging from this, they're probably not going to.
It's probably going to be just some shit knocked up video in After Effects with text flying across the screen and then a little pink kitten in the corner. It's like, oh, you didn't see it.
So that's yours. That's your prediction. Yeah. So mine.
I think it's going to be like a distraction thing. Like the pink kitten will be the thing that you're meant to spot, but you don't spot it because they're doing something else in the foreground.
So I'm being optimistic.
You're being optimistic. Pessimist. Well, I have to be pessimistic because
you know better.
You know what think I like.
Yeah. Well, anyway, that's that. Tell us what you think.
We're probably going to be working on another episode of Ad Review very soon.
We're sorry it's been a while, because I know it's frustrating when you like a YouTube channel and don't get out stuff in a while, but as we said, we did have to move. And
yeah, if we were ever going to stop doing this, we'd tell you, so don't assume that we're going to be just cut off completely. It might take a bit of time, but we will get around to doing something.
Yeah, I mean, we're not, we both work full-time jobs, and we both have, we had to move like
full-time, and I've got about
and we had to move like from such a distance to get here, so it did take a while.
But we're here now.
But we're done now, so hopefully now we'll get more soon. So
yeah, right. So that wraps up our little pink kitten video.
I'm sure
it says they posted it about 4 hours ago, and they've also had it on the cover photo and the profile picture. So they're really putting a lot into this. So I have semi-faith.
I'm sad for them because I think they'll have someone who's going to search the internet every now and then for pink kitten to see if anyone's talking about it, and they're going to find this video
with a cynic and
me, and they're going to go, oh no,
Well, I am sorry, Think intern who designed that.
I hope if they do see this, they listen to what we've said with like an objective mind. But
make better adverts.
Just it's all direction and writing. It's all that matters. Just some artisticry, just some artist integrity, some vision to what you're going to do, and that's all it takes.
Just go back to the old days, because they were doing a retrospective thing on their timeline where they were looking back at the drink driving campaigns, and literally, I think I showed you on my phone, they have the picture of the screen cap of the advert where the girl has the scar down the side of her face, and it's like, not everyone needs a reminder about drink driving. And then literally the next post up is this pink kitten shit. It's literally like, you can see how far they've come.
It's jarring.
It's not good.
It's like...
So, you know, I hope it's good. I'll leave my reservations, and we will do a follow-up video as soon as this gets released in 3 days. Mm-hmm. I might even do a reaction video. I'll save it, keep it pure, and you'll get the live, raw, uncut reaction. So that's something to look forward to.
Say in the comments, like, whose team are you on? Are you team
Sarah or Team Alex? Team Cynical or Team Hopeful?
Who do you think's going to have the right prediction here? Or do you have your own that's going to be even better?
We always want input, so if you think it's going to be something amazingly spectacular, then, you know, by all means leave us a comment with your ideas. So, it has been nice catching up with you again. I think that pretty much wraps up this video. Mm-hmm. So we will do the follow-up with the reaction to this Pink Kitten camp. I know I keep doing this because it's unbelievable. Pink Kitten. So, we'll see you in a few days, in 3 days. Bye for now.
Bye.